Flame, Book 1, Chapter 17. Kenna faces Prince Marco in a final duel for Stormholt, while Dominic goes after Bartel. Chapter 17. The Return of the Queen. Now playing as Dominic, you race after Bartel as he attempts to flee from Stormholt. Stop right there! Bartel darts into the kitchen and knocks over a barrel, throwing it into your path. Jump. You leap over the barrel. It'll take more than that to stop me. And I gained a firepower. So ha. You follow Bartel out of the kitchens and across the grounds. Bartel darts into the stable and you hear him bar the door behind him. I have to get through. Swing your axe at the door. You swing your axe at the door, splintering the wood, just as Bartel comes racing out of the stables on a horse. No! The horse rears. What do? Slash at Bartel, not the horse. Your axe sinks into Bartel's leg. He rolls off the rearing horse. Ah! You're mine, Bartel. I don't know what dark sorcery you wield, but it won't save you now. Bartel pulls out a pair of daggers. You're the one who needs saving. You grip your axe tightly, willing the fire flowing in your veins to ignite. I need to feed the fire inside me with anger. But I can't take it too far or I'll lose control. Feed your anger or attack Bartel. Think of Rose or attack Bartel. Well, I'm not angry enough yet, so I'm gonna start by attacking, I think. Die! You charge at Bartel, your flaming axe raised for a killing blow. Bartel darts forward, moving in too close for your axe to hit. Before you know what's happening, both of his daggers sink into your ribs. Oh god. You first. You have died. Oops. What do? Restart from checkpoint. Okay, you're the one who needs saving. Grip your axe tightly, willing the fire flowing in your veins to ignite. I need to feed the fire inside me with anger. I can't take it too far or I'll lose control. So I'm gonna think of Rose and not die this time. You remember the fear in Rose's eyes as Bartel threatened to kill her. Tiny blue flames flicker across the backs of your hands. You will never, never touch Rose again. Oh, I get it. Okay, so this is feed your anger and attack Bartel's. Okay, got it. Think of your hawk. You remember Bartel's sadistic smirk as he crushed your friend beneath his boot. The flames leap higher, feeding on your rage. You've taken too much from me, you bastard. No more. Think of Tristan. You think of Tristan, refusing to meet your eyes as you're dragged down to the dungeon. You start to sweat, your blood seeming to boil beneath your skin. Flames run down the handle of your axe, dancing along the blade. No more. It ends here. It ends now. Bartel's daggers fall from his trembling hands. No. Please. Mercy, please. The amulet the monk gave you burns hot against your skin. What the... Think of Luther? You think of everything Luther's done, your anger surging inside you in an unstoppable wave. You'll burn for this. You'll all burn. Irk. The fire. Okay. The flames burn out of control, crawling over your body. Suddenly, you can feel their heat searing your skin. No, no! I died. You scream as the power overwhelms you, and your body disappears into a brilliant blue inferno. You have died. I didn't expect this to be that hard. Restart from checkpoint. Okay, you're the one who needs saving. Grip your axe tightly. Need to feed. Can't take it too far. Think of Rose. Remember the fear. Never touch Rose again. Think of... what did I call him? Edgar. Think of Edgar. Angry about Edgar's death. Taking too much. Think of Tristan. Angry. No more ends now. Fall from Trillian. No, please, mercy. Amulet burns hot against your skin. What the... maybe the amulet tells you when you've reached the boiling point, so you can't go any further. So I'm gonna attack now. Oh. Yeah, sure, use the amulet. +3. Awesome. This is the end of you. Fire erupts from your hands. You clench the amulet in your fist, and power flows through you. This can't be. How did you... I told you, this is over. You reach out and grab Bartel's wrist. The fire leaps from your body to his, blue-white flames surging over his whole body. Ah! The flames burn him eagerly, leaping higher and higher, devouring him. There's one last burst of flame, and Bartel falls to the ground, dead. You collapse against the castle wall, all your strength burned away. It's finally done. Oh, achievement, feel the burn. Cool. It's finally done. That monster will never hurt anyone again. You are now playing as Kenna. I won't let Marco get away with this. Still reeling from Gabriel's death, you sprint off to search for Marco, leaving Whitlock behind to unbar the doors and let your army inside. You find Marco in the throne room, with nowhere left to run. I'm not afraid of you. Marco? This is for Gabriel. Who? He was the bravest man I've ever known, and my true friend. And your lackey killed him. If he's dead, it's because of your foolish rebellion. Marco raises his sword and lunges at you. Attack. You move to attack, but Marco's sword slices your arm. You sweep your glaive into the air, pointing it skyward. It catches the light from the window, and for one moment the throne room is alight with dazzling rays. My God! Marco freezes for just a moment, awestruck by the dazzling weapon, and you charge. A clean swing bats Marco's weapon aside, and you thrust with the blade, scoring a glancing cut into Marco's shoulder. Really? That's the best you can do? Ah. Marco staggers. You pull your blade back, settling into a strong stance, the glaive glittering before you. I will have justice. Marco scoffs, and a smug expression spreads across his face. We've danced this waltz before, and we know it ends in your defeat, but by all means, let us try again. He bows into an inviting stance, lowering the tip of his blade to the floor, tapping it rhythmically. I'll even keep the count for you. Feint. You step forward, weapon raised, feigning an attack. And Marco takes the bait. He swings the sword up to parry an attack that never comes, leaving him open. You pivot, lunge forward, and your attack slips past his guard. Marco steps back, his eyes still locked on you. Nearby, a glass goblet sits on top of a small table. With a devious grin, he flings the glass in your direction. Thirsty? Dodge it. You duck low, deftly evading the glass as it sails overhead and smashes into a distant wall behind you. Not thirsty. Marco closes the distance between you with a fencer's stride. In an instant he is upon you with a slashing blow. Hi-ya! You block just in time. Metal rings against metal as your weapons clash. You push against each other, your weapons locked and grinding. Why can't I just cut his sword with my awesome golden mountain fang? Roll backward and kick him. You roll on your back, pulling him with you as you plant your boots in his stomach. Pushing hard with both feet, you flip him over you. Marcos lands hard, tumbling across the smooth marble floor. Oof. You find your footing, squaring off with Marco. This ends now. Marco sprints toward you with a deadly slash aimed at your heart. You gather your strength and parry his blade just in time. Yes, this ends now. With your weapons crossed, Marco pushes close and grabs your throat. Hook. I must admit, you're not bad for a princess. You swing your knee up into his groin with all the force you can muster. Hook. You both fall to the floor as Marco releases his grip and crumples in pain. I'm not a princess anymore. I'm the Queen of Stormholt. You will pay for that with your life. You keep saying things like that. I'm still alive. Marco takes up his sword with a white-knuckled grip. Where once there was cold cruelty in his eyes, there is now only murderous rage. Die. He rushes you, sword raised skyward. You swing your weapon as his blade slashes down. I've got to disarm him. Strike his hand? You bring your glaive up in a brilliant flash of gold. The massive blade smashes into Marco's hilt, knocking it from his grip with a dazzling blow. No! You point your blade to Marco's throat, forcing him back until he stumbles onto the floor. Your rule here is over. Oh? Are you really going to kill me? You? Wait! You turn to see a breathless Whitlock burst into the throne room, Leon following close behind him. We might be able to use him. No good will come of sparing a man like that. You'll only give him time to plot and turn men against you. We need to end him. 2 years ago, I watched as your men killed my mother in this very room. My mother who raised me, who watched me for a dozen sleepless nights when the red flu nearly took me in my youth. My mother who loved me, who wanted nothing for this kingdom but peace. She was weak. She ended her life just as all weak people do, at the hands of someone stronger. Maybe you're right, but I'm the stronger one today. Do it, if you dare. I mean, King Luther... I don't really want to spare him. I hereby sentence you to death. You raise your weapon high. Wait! I'm too valuable to simply execute. You must know that. My father will negotiate. It's like your father said in this very room. He's not the type to negotiate. He said this kingdom needed one ruler. Well, he was right. But it's not going to be him. It's going to be me. You rule this kingdom? Don't make me laugh. Your motley crew of soldiers may have won the day, but... Whoa, okay. In one clean stroke, you smite Marco's head from his body. It falls to the floor, his face frozen in an expression of disbelief. Sorry, but I couldn't take another second of hearing him speak. Marco's body crumples to the ground, a pool of blood soaking the floor of the throne room. Your weapon feels heavy in your hand. You slowly lower it. That was the right move. I think I'm going to be sick. With Marco's head in hand, you walk outside and address the few remaining soldiers still battling outside. See what happens to tyrants. I didn't expect to be holding a dead person's head in my hands. Marco is defeated. This battle is over. Achievement. Long live the Queen. Seeing you, the remaining Iraqis soldiers begin to surrender. The day is lost. I surrender. As the Nervaphis soldiers surrender, a cheer goes up from the battlefield. Well, look at that! We actually pulled it off! The day is ours! Marco's rule has ended. 3 cheers for Queen Kenna! Huzzah! 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 The Queen of Stormholt. Long may she reign. As the cheering continues, you return inside. We did it! We won! We won. But at what cost? It was a bloody battle, it's true. We've lost many. But every last man and woman knew what they were getting into when they pledged to fight for you. They knew the risks, and they paid the cost willingly. Listen to them cheer your name outside. You did it. Stormholt is yours again, at last. +5 army. No, we did it. Stormholt is ours again. And this is just the beginning. Chapter Progress. Instead of allowing Prince Marco to live, you chose to minimize the risk and take his head in retribution for taking your kingdom. You have won the Battle of Stormholt and have taken back your kingdom. Congratulations. Overall progress. No change. Prestige 47 out of 75, Power 28 out of 30, Weapons 15 out of 40, Allies 30 out of 60, Troops 83 out of 85, Significant Choices 70 out of 155. Army score 273 out of 445. So that's the end of this chapter, and I believe there's one more after this, right? Yes. Next one's the last one.